Good evening, and welcome to A Note to Remember 2021. The beat goes on. I'm Kara Jovanovich, your Sycamore Music Booster President.
Hi everybody, I'm Janelle Rovers, the Vice President of Music Boosters.
And I'm Debbie Bogus, the chair of this great event. We have quite the evening planned. You'll see us enjoy amazing performances from students, staff, and alumni. And keep an eye out for the cool shout-outs below.
Now, obviously, we would love to be at Blooming Gardens with all of you tonight, absolutely living it up. But we can't be, unfortunately.
No. Yep, we would be eating Jeff Heck's delicious food.
The almond pralines.
Yes, delicious.
And sipping delicious margaritas from Taxco.
Oh my goodness, so many great memories with Jesus, bartending in the back, hanging out, dancing, listening to the steel drums and the great jazz band.
Last year was my first year, ladies, if you remember. But helping with this event, I was so blown away by the whole entire production. It was amazing. This year does look different, but our goal is the same. It's to entertain you all, to show you wonderful performances, and to show our love and support of music in our schools.
Yeah, absolutely. And we really want to take a moment to thank you, our community, and our amazing corporate sponsors.
Yes, and a special thanks goes out to our Presto sponsors this year, Sycamore Meyer and Brad Manning Ford. Please visit the event's webpage, anotetoremember.live, to view this year's full list of sponsors.
All right, by now, we're sure you're ready for some music. So let's experience the power of music together with a traditional Welsh folk song performed by 7th grade orchestra student Tegan Meyer, accompanied by our own fantastic Amy Tanaki. Take it away, Tegan.
1, 2.
Fantastic. What an amazing first set. Tegan and Amy, so wonderful to see you guys. I love the bass. Alumni Greg Hines was fabulous. It's so great to see all of our alumni carrying on the practice of music in their lives. Jordan, Michael, and Andrew, what a testament to our program, honestly.
And tonight, we're excited to announce Michael Casper as one of Music Boosters Hall of Fame inductee. In lieu of a proper ceremony, due to COVID, we are thankful to Spartan TV and their wonderful studio, and to our very own Scott Mertens, who recently had the opportunity to sit down with Michael. We love him, and we know you will too.
Hello there. My name is Scott Mertens. I'm the chairman of the music department here in Sycamore. And it is my distinct privilege today to talk to a very successful graduate of Sycamore High School who is being inducted into the Sycamore Music Boosters Hall of Fame. His name is Michael Casper. Hello, Michael. How are you doing?
I'm well. Good to see you today, Scott.
Yeah. So anyway, just a little bit about Michael. He's a 2004 graduate of Sycamore High School. 2008 graduate of University of Illinois. Since then, he has been the director of bands at Carpentersville Middle School. And anyway, he's a leader in music education in the state of Illinois. You know, and what was cool is that I got to teach Michael back in the day. So if you can give us a little bit of background as far as what you've done musically here in Sycamore when you were here.
Sure. Well, thank you for having me today. And it's a privilege to be inducted to the Sycamore Music Hall of Fame. As long as I was a student in Sycamore Public Schools, I was involved in music. In my elementary days, the spring sings with my general music teacher, Judy Boyd, who used to be at Southeast. I was always one of the performers that asked for a solo, whether it be playing the piano or singing. In middle school, I was in band all 3 years. I was in jazz band all 3 years while I was there. And then in high school, I was part of band and orchestra, and as a French horn player, and then as the drum major for the Marching Spartans.
Yeah, and he did a wonderful job. I had Michael, actually, when he started, he was a trumpet player, moved over to French horn, and was also a fine piano player. So it was my pleasure to work with him in there as well. You know, what were some of your favorite musical moments that you had here in Sycamore?
One thing that I was very lucky of was the opportunities that we had in our music program at Sycamore. I found that I really enjoyed performing for other people, getting to play for strangers who we didn't know and doing well and hearing that applause and knowing that our music was something for those folks to capture and to think about. It was definitely a great experience. And that was something that I really enjoyed and why I continued in music, because I liked performing for other people.
In your time in Sycamore, did you go to any camps? I know our Sycamore Music Boosters, they sponsor a lot of student scholarships for camps and such. And I was just wondering, did you happen to attend any of those while you were here?
I did. The most memorable camp that I can think of was the FJM, I believe it was, the FJM drum major camp that we got to go to. And it was great to not only hone musical skills to lead an ensemble, but also to better understand what it meant to work with people in a positive way. And I credit that experience and opportunity to developing my desire to want to be a musical leader for an ensemble, and as a stepping stone to becoming a conductor or a teacher in my own classroom.
Excellent. Well, you're talking about your teaching. How did what are some ways that your musical experiences shaped your approach to teaching?
Music teachers, one of the most important jobs that we have behind the scenes is selecting repertoire for our ensembles to perform. Everything we teach, from skill and knowledge and affect of the music, comes from our repertoire. And thanks to the purposeful planning of Ken Tanaki, Ken Goodman, Scott Mertens, I feel that they were modeling to me what great repertoire selection is. And as a result, my students, I think, play the best repertoire now, and therefore we have the best musical experiences possible for them.
Mm-hmm. Fortunately, you survived some of my choices back in the day. My first year of teaching, but you were wonderful. You were always attentive and focused. And what's wonderful is that when you went to University of Illinois, were very successful there, and then you graduated, I believe, mid-year, and then you spent a little bit of time in Sycamore, correct, as a teacher?
That's right. That year, both Ken Goodman and Ken Tanaki were out on paternity leave, and I was asked to fill the position for Ken Goodman from April through the end of the school year, teaching the two bands at the high school, music theory at the high school, and then elementary general music at 3 of the elementary schools. And it was an absolute joy to be able to come back and work with those students. And quite frankly, coming out of a university study, the most challenging grades to teach are probably elementary students. And that was definitely a learning experience for me. I'm grateful to have worked with such lovely students who were patient with me and families that were patient with me. It reminded me that teaching is always going to be a challenge, no matter where you are in your career and how long you've been teaching. And I learned that right from the very beginning.
And one of the things that and people may have gleaned from this interview is that you play horn. Not only do you play horn, but you are a really wonderful private teacher. You've taught many of our fine students over the years. I don't know, do you have any reflections on your private teaching experience?
It's rewarding to continue to add to the music program at Sycamore. From top to bottom in Sycamore, if you ask neighboring communities or if you ask people around the state, what have you heard about Sycamore? The answer was the music program. And I was just glad to continue to be able to have a private studio to continue to give back to our community and to the ensembles and the music program that exists there.
Obviously, musicals are an important part of your life. Why is it important to you?
I probably knew since I was in middle school that I was going to be a teacher, but I'm so glad that I chose to be a music teacher because of the relationship that I have with music and the relationship that I want all people to have with music. I can be one of those crazy people who now believes, honestly, that every person should have a musical experience during their education. While you may not choose to be a professional musician for the rest of your life, we are by nature musical creatures. Part of our language is using music, and the more you understand our language of music, the better you'll be able to understand and express yourself.
Well, thank you very much, Michael. Those are your answers are inspirational and informative, and it's wonderful to talk to you. So again, thank you so much for all of your wisdom today, and congratulations on being 2021 recipient or inductee into the Sycamore Music Boosters Hall of Fame. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
Definitely.
Yes.
Congratulations,
Congrats.
Michael.
Yes, congrats.
What an incredible person. We are so proud of you and so excited for all those band kids that are lucky to have you.
Absolutely.
Michael will forever be in the halls of Sycamore High School. Every year for our inductees, we have a beautiful picture board that will forever be up in the band room, but also we have this beautiful tribute tile. And the tribute tile is showcased in our trophy case. Right as you walk into Sycamore High School, if you're going to performance in the auditorium, you can absolutely take a moment and peruse our beautiful trophy case with all these wonderful Hall of Famers.
Yes.
A testament to our teachers for sure.
Absolutely.
That's why I volunteer with the Music Boosters. Michael is a perfect example of the importance of boosters and parents like you supporting, encouraging, and raising money to support an awesome staff and students.
All right. We congratulate you, Michael, and all your achievements. Absolutely. And cannot wait to have you as a future guest clinician.
Absolutely. And another incredible Sycamore resident who has made an impact with the love of his music is Steve Griglione. Many of you know him as Mr. G.
Absolutely. I know I do. When I moved to Sycamore as a little girl, I took piano lessons with him, and that was the most amazing experience. He was one of the nicest, patient people, and it meant so much for me to be there because everyone knew him. I mean, 43 years. Can you believe that he helped that many people in that amount of time?
Absolutely.
And we'd like to take a moment to honor Sycamore's beloved Mr. G. We were sad to hear the news of his passing, but felt so honored when the Griglione family let us know of his wishes to support the Music Boosters in lieu of gifts. You'll see names of the families that donated to the Steve Memorial Fund, which raised over $1,000 for our Music Booster program.
We want to thank the Griglione family, and especially Brad Griglione, for orchestrating the donations, and a sincere thanks to all of the families who sent checks in honor of Steve. Thank you from the bottom of our hearts, and cheers to the legacy of Steve.
Absolutely. Cheers, Steve.
Cheers.
All right, let's celebrate him with another wonderful string of performances, starting with alumni Pete Benson playing Hank's Waltz by Hank Mobley on organ.
Hello, my name is Elizabeth McConkey, and I'm going to be singing Blue Skies. Blue sky smiling at me, nothing but blue skies do I see. Bluebirds singing their song, nothing but bluebirds from now on. I never saw the sun shining so bright, never saw things going so right, noticing the days hurrying by. When you're in love, my how they fly. Blue days, all of them gone, nothing but blue sky from now on. Hey, blue sky smiling at me, nothing but blue skies do I see. Bluebirds singing their song, nothing but bluebirds from now on. I never saw the sun shining so bright, never saw things going over so right, noticing the days hurrying by. When you're in love, oh my, they fly. Blue days, all of them gone, nothing but blue sky from now on. Ba 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 dee ba 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 ba.
You give me such a fright, I thought you was a ghost. Have a minute, can't you sit? Sit you down, sit. All I meant is that I haven't seen a customer for weeks. Did you come here for a pie, sir? Do forgive me if me has a little vague. Ooh, what is that? Don't you think we had the plague? From the way that people keep avoiding, no you don't. Heaven knows I try, sir, but there's no one comes in even to inhale. Right you are, so would you like a drop of ale? Mind you, I can hardly blame them. These are probably the worst boys in London. I know why nobody cares to take them. I should know, I make them, but good no. The worst boys in London, even that's polite, the worst boys in London. If you're down and take a bite, is that just disgusting? You have to concede it. It's nothing but crusting. Here, drink this, you'll need it. The worst boys in London. And no wonder with the price of meat, what it is when you get it. Never thought I lived to see the day. Many find it was a treat, but it poor animals what are dying in the street. Mrs. Mooney has a pie shop, does a business, but I noticed something weird. Lately all the neighbors' cats have disappeared. Have to hand it to her, what I call enterprise. Puppet pussies into pies. What are you in my shop? Just the thought of it's enough to make you sick. And I'm telling you that pussycats is quick. No denying
beautiful. Thank you so much, Amy Tanaki, and the orchestra, just stunning. Sycamore Middle School. And Elizabeth, wow, so beautiful. I tell you what, she was she was Ariel in Little Mermaid a couple seasons ago at the middle school, and Brian Kowalski just does such an amazing job. Unbelievable, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, Terry Goodman. Ken's wife, beautiful, used to work for Sycamore. Okay, I don't think I'm going to eat meat for a while. You know what I'm saying? Good job. Thank you so much for sharing that.
We are so lucky to have such wonderful teaching staff in our district. Amy Tanaki, you know, the better half of the famous Tanaki duo.
Don't tell
the
anybody.
orchestra director at the Sycamore Music School, and she also oversees the jazz strings group. This group recently met at the Sycamore High School to record a socially distanced performance. It's so great to see the kids performing again. Let's check it out.
Good evening. My name is Amy Tanaki. I'm the Sycamore Middle School orchestra teacher, and I also direct the Sycamore Jazz Strings. Sycamore Jazz Strings is an extracurricular group that is open to any middle school or high school orchestra student. We are lucky this year to have students representing in 6th through 12th grade. Tonight we have 10 students from our Sycamore Jazz Strings that have come together to rehearse and record our song, D Blues. We've been working on this song virtually, and we did have a few in-person rehearsals back in the fall. Thank you to our Sycamore Music Boosters for funding our guest clinician that worked with the Sycamore Jazz Strings online in January. Enjoy D Blues. 1, 2, ready, and.
All right, jazz strings, that was so great to see. And in this next set of videos, you'll see a wide range of current students from elementary through high school in what seemed like a Valentine's Day love letter to the Music Boosters. So here they are.
Hello, my name is Aiden Sam, and I would like to say thank you to the Sycamore Music Boosters for a scholarship to band camp. I went to the Wisconsin Whitewater band camp, and it helped me a lot with my range and to improve on jazz.
My name is Aiden Dempsey. I'm a junior at Sycamore High School, and I've been playing the French horns since 5th grade. I've been going to band camp every summer for at least 4 or 5 years. I have attended band camp at ISYM, which is at the University of Illinois. You do your normal daily things, and then you go and do an ensemble group where you all practice together. And then there's normally some individual like section work where you work on your parts for the piece. And then there's usually a master class where you learn more about your particular instrument. I feel like you have a lot more time to really dig deep into the music that you get there, because you spend the whole week that you are at band camp dedicated to one concert, and you can really spend time getting into the details of that music and working at it when you might not be able to do that in classes that are only 45 minutes. In one of our years at band camp, there was a talent show, and while my group didn't participate in the talent show, we thought it'd be fun to get together and do something. So a couple of friends and we all got together and we started a mouthpiece choir where we took all of our mouthpieces off our instruments and just played our mouthpieces, and that's how we played the music. I would definitely recommend band camp to middle school students. I feel like it's a great experience, especially in that critical time when you're growing up in middle school.
So just have fun, and if you don't know where I am and I don't call it out correctly, just play to your heart's content. You ready? Here we go. Here we go. Melody, repeat. I'm gonna do background too, because I like it. Just the open. G.
Sycamore Music Boosters, thank you so much for funding our delightful clinic for jazz strings. I really enjoyed it, and it taught me a few new things about my instrument and how I can adapt music to fit what I need. And I really appreciate what you do for us in orchestra and band, jazz strings, and all the other music companies, and thank you. Just thank you.
Hi, my name is Max Anderson. I'm in 8th grade and I do choir in the musical. Without the help of the Music Boosters, we would not be able to do our musical. They help offset the cost of our costumes and our props. It would not be possible without them.
I'm Shelly, an 8th grade student at Sycamore Middle School. Last year, I was privileged to participate in ACDA. I want to give a big thanks to the Music Boosters for helping with paying the Hilton Hotel we stayed at and the food that we ate. It was an amazing experience being able to make new friends and being able to sing in an amazing choir and get conducted by amazing directors. So thank you to the Music Boosters.
Okay, I'm totally crying. They're so sweet. Oh my goodness. Thank you. This is why we do
Yes,
it. Okay,
absolutely.
honestly.
Yeah.
So much talent. These kids are so enthusiastic. They love all these experiences. And to watch them all grow, it's why I'm here. It's why I do what I do and why we do what we are doing and why you guys do what you're doing. So thank you so much. And think about all these opportunities, honestly. You've got national ACDA, regional ILMEA, all the summer camps, incredible.
Right.
The list goes on and on. So a big, big thank you to our clinician as well that we're able to fund. She was fantastic. Daryl Silberman, thank you so much.
Yes, thank you, Daryl. I know my daughter was in there as well, so good job. But once again, Kara, I couldn't agree with you more. We have a special treat for you. A quick hello from our Superintendent of Sycamore Schools, Steve Wilder.
Hey Spartans, thanks for tuning in to A Note to Remember. After joining the district as superintendent last summer, it quickly became apparent to me that music is important in our schools. Music fosters the creativity of our students, and it refines their skills, confidence, appreciation, and ability to perform. This event tonight is a great way of showcasing the many talents of our students, staff, and alumni who have all been supported in their musical endeavors by the Sycamore Music Boosters. I'm thankful for the support of our Music Boosters in our schools, and Music Boosters is thankful for your support in their mission to enrich the quality of music education, performance, and awareness. I'm so glad Music Boosters was able to virtually host A Note to Remember this year, and I look forward to supporting this event when it returns in person too. Until then, stay safe and keep making music, Spartans.
Thank you, Steve. We are so excited to have you here in Sycamore, and we can't wait to get to know Michelle and all your amazing children. Our relationship with the district as parent volunteers is to boost funds when the district can't. So we as a community are a vital part of supporting the music programs and these amazing students. Time, talent, and treasure is needed. And if treasure is your choice, please go to anotetoremember.live to access our donation button. We thank you. And I heard from a little birdie that Steve used to play in the band. So maybe he can be in a future concert.
Yes. Well, speaking of performing, you're in for a treat. Here to start some romance for Valentine's Day, grab your sweetheart for a dance or grab a glass of bubbly and get your heart ready for some love as our choir directors sing us into our next round of performances. Enjoy.
Hi everyone. My name is Drayden Eggleston. If you don't know me, I am the Director of Choirs at Sycamore High School. And right beside me, from a distance, is Mr. Kowalski, who is our middle school choir director here at Sycamore. I just want to thank you so much for being with us this evening. Thank you for supporting A Note to Remember. When I fall in love, it will be forever, or I'll never fall in love. In a restless world like this is, love is ended before it's begun, and too many moonlight kisses seem to cool in the warmth of the sun. When I give my heart, it will be completely, or I'll never give my heart. And the moment the moment. I can feel that you feel that way too, is when I fall in love with you. Thanks again for being here with us. Thank you for supporting Sycamore Music Boosters and the Sycamore Music programs. Take care and happy Valentine's Day.
Georgia, Georgia, the whole day through, just an old sweet song keeps Georgia on my mind. Georgia, Georgia, a song of you comes as sweet and clear as moonlight through the pines. Other arms reach out to me, other eyes smile tenderly. Still, in peaceful dreams I see the road leading back to you. Georgia, Georgia, no peace I find, just an old sweet song keeps that Georgia on my mind. Other arms reach out to me, other eyes smile tenderly. Still, in peaceful dreams I see the road leads back to you. Georgia, Georgia, no peace I find, just an old sweet song keeps that Georgia on my mind. Georgia on my mind.
Wow. All I can say is wow. That was so beautiful. What an incredible set. Alumni Rachel Hecht was awarded our scholarship for her continued involvement in music. And I have to mention the 5th grade orchestra. That was so fantastic. I loved every minute of all of that. Thank you guys.
And Lori Grant, a shout out to her as a past Music Booster parent and founder of this amazing event. And our last performer, Jenny McCabe, who was our 2nd Hall of Fame inductee, here once again to help us get to know and honor Jenny is our illustrious Scott Mertens.
Hello there. My name is Scott Mertens, and I'm the department chair here in Sycamore for music. And anyway, we are thrilled to have Ms. Jenny McCabe with us tonight. She is a graduate of Sycamore High School, and she's a fantastic pianist, musician, and teacher who is based out of Chicago. Welcome, Jenny.
Thank you, Scott. It's great to be here.
Your musical background in Sycamore, Jenny, can you tell us a little bit about some of the things you did when you were in Sycamore High School or in Sycamore School District?
Well, I was very fortunate. I started out at West Elementary School. Oh my gosh, with Mr. Weaver, I believe. He was my 5th grade band teacher. I started on clarinet. And then I went into junior high with Mr. Durbin, and he was super fun. We had fun days like Iron Lip Day, where we would just play for the whole period until our mouths wanted to fall off. And then in high school, I was in band on clarinet. I played in the orchestra, clarinet. I sang in the choir. I was in madrigals. I was drum major. I played tenor sax in jazz band. I was in the drum line. So the music department was my home.
So obviously, you're a performer, and my wife says wonderful things about your accompanying. But at the same time, you're also a teacher. You were a private piano teacher. You have a number of students in Chicago. So, what were some experiences you had in Sycamore that led you to the point where you might want to teach students privately or, to work with students at some capacity?
I was so inspired by my teachers growing up in Sycamore. My music teachers were fabulous, and they were inspiring, and they made music fun, and they helped me to love music. And it made me want to share that and to continue the traditions of keeping music alive.
It's interesting. I sometimes reflect back on my high school experiences and my pre-high school experiences as far as how they shaped what I do. I was just wondering, did you by any chance go to any music camps? I know the Sycamore Music Boosters, they fund a lot of music camps for our students. And I was just wondering, you were very involved in music. Did you go to any camps back in the day?
I certainly did, and it would not have been possible without Music Boosters. I was very lucky. I went to Illinois Wesleyan summer camp 2 years in a row for clarinet. I was sent to drum major camp between my sophomore and junior years of high school at Western Illinois University summer camp, and that was quite an experience.
Yeah, well, and those drum major camps are great, and they're kind of unique. Not only do they focus on the conducting aspect, which is important, but they also focus on the leadership aspect. That the drum major camps are such wonderful leadership experiences. So the music camps, what sort of experiences did you have at those, like specific experiences you have that helped you later on?
It basically took me out of my world and put me into another world where I had to sort of see myself differently and grow up a little bit. They were really positive experiences.
Turns out you actually teach in a number of summer camps. So if you want to talk a little bit about that experience.
Well, summer camps, I've been teaching them, I feel like maybe for 12 years now. I teach at a school called the Musical Offering in Evanston, Illinois since 2009 or 8. It's a little fuzzy. And we do musical theater summer camps in which we mash up 2 existing musical theater shows. And it's very original and very funny. For example, Sweeney Poppins. The kids have a lot of fun. I have a lot of fun writing alternative lyrics and vocal coaching. I've even taught some choreography, which is definitely not my comfort zone, but we get there. So these camps are so much fun. And we actually did it last summer as well. We did it via Zoom.
That's amazing. And that's last summer. This is this most recent summer with all of the craziness going on. That's amazing. Yeah. Okay. And the visual of Sweeney Poppins is just making me crack up like you have no idea. So Jenny, how do you feel that your relationship to music has evolved over the years?
Well, initially I just started out loving music and playing music, like so many musicians, right? You love making music. And as I got older, I started to understand that there's a lot more to music than just the performing side of it. I had to mature quite a bit, let me put it that way. And I started out as a teacher in the mid-90s. I can't say I was a very good teacher, but as I went along, I learned and got much better at it. And I feel that my students taught me how to be a better teacher. And it is utterly humbling to see them grow up through the years, mature as human beings and musicians, and especially to see how music has shaped them. It shapes brains in such a positive way. It helps the brain grow in a great way. Coordination, expression, deep thought, and analysis, and to be good listeners. And so it is truly the work of my life to guide my students as best I can to carry on music in whatever way is going to be important to them, and to perpetuate it into the world.
What advice would you give to students that are currently in the music program in Sycamore about what they should do if they want to pursue music as they move forward in college and beyond?
Practice hard, be really good at what you already do, and be versatile. So you need to learn about all the ways that you could expand your skill set as a musician. Now we're in a digital age, very different from when I was coming up. Everything is digital now. So I suspect that many of the younger students have more of those skills now, but I would definitely say get good at that stuff. And learn how to network and be disciplined, but also take good care of yourselves, right? Don't overwork.
Mm-hmm. You know, as a band director, it's like practice, but it's so much more than that now. You're right. The diversification is such an important part of what we have to do. But anyway, Jenny, it's been fantastic to have you, to talk to you. It's been a while for me, but it's just been wonderful to get a chance to talk to you. So again, congratulations on being one of the inductees for our 2021 Sycamore Music Boosters Hall of Fame class. So again, thank you for being with us today. And my best wishes for your musical career, which sounds like it's going really well. And I just, thank you again for being with us today.
Thanks, Scott. I'm so appreciative to be reunited with you and with Sycamore. And this is a tremendous honor because it is my life's work to educate music students. And I'm really thankful for how Sycamore prepared me and gave me the gift of music.
Thanks, Jenny. I love the talk of the mix-up. Sweeney Poppins? It just doesn't get much better than that. I love to hear the importance of community and music. And Jenny, you talk about it all the time. You talk about it so well. Just hearing her share with us the different diversity and the different roles that music can play in everyone's life is so special. She proves that there are so many avenues of music that you can explore. And it makes me happy as a music booster parent, just being able to help the students, the faculty with that very thing. Jenny is amazing, and we are so privileged to be able to call her our own. Congratulations on your success and the induction into the Hall of Fame.
Yes, congratulations.
Absolutely. It's amazing. There's so many ways that this community here in Sycamore gets involved. Truly. It's incredible.
And to paraphrase the Beatles,
you get by with a little help from your friends. Absolutely.
And that support manifests itself in surprising ways. Janelle, guess what happened?
What happened?
No, it's so strange. We were sitting at a board meeting one night, and our amazing Jason Ask and Kathleen Valde, they're our publicity gurus. And we thought, okay, we should update our website. It's a great time for it. We have a little bit, of time and energy. And so Kathleen had a grad student who, funny enough, is a Sycamore grad alumni, Paige Myers. And so Kathleen said, okay, well, let me ask Paige to help out. And so we started talking about the website, and we kept thinking, okay, well, who has the passwords? We didn't know.
Yep. And after checking with a couple of people, Christine Mertens suggested that we check with Ryan Weckerly of Morningstar Media. Mr. Weckerly not only had the password to the domain, but he's also been paying the domain fees for the last 10 years.
Oh my gosh.
Amazing.
Volunteers really do come in all forms. So we are grateful to Ryan and Morningstar Media for the financial and technical assistance as we transition to our new website.
All right, there have been so many generous donations from our community, and the musical experiences you've seen and heard about tonight would not be possible without them. If you'd like to be a part of supporting music in our schools, donations can be made by visiting anotetoremember.live and clicking Donate to Music Boosters.
Now, the holidays have passed, but here in Sycamore, as I was shoveling my driveway today at about 5 degrees, it is still winter. So it is a perfect opportunity for these next two performances featuring holiday classics that I'm sure you'll recognize. Our very own department chair, Scott Mertens, performs his own arrangement of Greensleeves with students Jordan Raymond and Elizabeth McConkey.
I'm Jordan Raymond.
And I'm Elizabeth McConkey.
And we're playing Greensleeves.
Beautiful.
Gorgeous. Stunning.
Yes. And amazing. That was Jim's own arrangement. So cool. And to continue the tradition of composing and arranging, our next set begins with alumni Caitlin Jacobson's original piece, Love Alike.
Hi, my name is Caitlin Jacobson. I graduated Sycamore High School in 2019, and I am now a sophomore at Augustana College. And I'd like to thank Music Boosters for all that they have done, because without them, I wouldn't have had all the great experiences that I got to have in high school. I was fortunate enough to participate in the All-State Choir my junior and senior year of high school. And I am still participating in choir at college. I'm in the Jenny Lynn Choir here at Augie. And I am also pursuing music, so I have a few songs on Spotify and Apple Music right now. So I will be performing a song I wrote called Love Alike, and it's available on Spotify and Apple Music and Pandora and I think a few other places. So thank you so much, and I really hope you enjoy.
Sometimes it feels like I have a disease, 'cause the same thing keeps happening to me. And I thought, how on earth do I rid this curse? They don't have vaccines for these feelings. I keep on waiting for my turn, but I fear that someday I'll have to learn. I have to settle for the ones who like me more. Is it so crazy that I wanna swoon? I keep falling for the ones out of reach, and the ones in my reach I never fall for. When does it add up, and could you tell me what it's like? Tell me what it's like to have a love alike. Promise that you'll say it'll happen to me one day. Ooh. I keep pretending that I'm happy. Strong, independent woman, 21st century. But I can't help but long for someone sweet or strong to sweep me off my feet. Is that so wrong? I keep falling for the ones out of reach, and the ones in my reach I never fall for. When does it add up, and could you tell me what it's like? Tell me what it's like to have a love alike. Promise that you'll say it'll happen to me one day. Ooh, oh, how did you slip out of my fingers when you were never in my grasp? People keep telling me I'm young, but they've been saying that for far too long. Tell me what it's like to have a love alike. Promise that you'll say it'll happen to me one day. Tell me how it feels to have someone for real, someone outside of dreams. Is it as dazzling as it seems? Ooh.
Thank you.
Thanks, Sycamore.
Excellent, excellent performances, everybody. Just like a note to remember is a bit different this year, the pandemic has meant a shift in the way our music programs perform. When the Sycamore Middle School Orchestra program realized they wouldn't be able to hold a traditional concert on February 4th, students were able to learn from Taylor Morris in a virtual clinic that evening instead. Here's a look at what they learned.
Here's the final little tip. Watch this. I'm going to get real close to my Zoom camera. Okay, so here's my bow. My bow is an airplane, and the airplane is going to land, and then the airplane does not take off and keep moving again. The airplane lands, and then it magically takes off backwards. Now you may try to make sound. So cellos, we're going to go down towards the bridge and leave the bow on the strings and then pull the bow back. So I see some people doing this. Don't do that. Let your bow land on the strings. And then pick it back up. Good. Colin, make sure you're in the bottom 2 inches of your bow. Connor, you could get to the bottom 2 inches of your bow. Yeah, you gotta be right down there at the frog. And now try and go faster. Okay. Okay, so that's the chop. Typically, the chop happens on beats 2 and 4. So if we're thinking 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and this is just the out. So join me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm just doing the out, and then I'm just taking my bow off the strings. Keep that going. 1, 2, keep that going. I'm gonna play. Chop, 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 chop. Yeah, okay, so chopping is a way that you can participate in music making, even if you don't know the melody.
Amazing. I thought you only chopped food. So fantastic. Once again, such a great experience for the kids. Yeah. Amazing.
And plus, we've already heard that the kids had so much fun, and that's always nice to hear as a parent. Well, here comes my favorite part of A Note to Remember, the jazz. Alumni Brian Carter, who had recently played on Kelly and Ryan in the Morning, leads us into our next set of songs. Rise up and grab your sweetheart and get your groove on.
Oh, yeah.
It don't mean a thing, all you got to do is swing. Do-ah, 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 do-ah. It don't mean a thing, all you got to do is swing. Do-ah, 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 do-ah. Well, it makes no difference if it's sweet or high. Give that rhythm everything you got. Well, it don't mean a thing, all you got to do is swing. Do-ah, 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 do-ah. mean a thing if it ain't got that swing. Do-ah, 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 do-ah. Do-ah, 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 do-ah. Do-ah, 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 do-ah.
Woo! That was killin'. That was a song by pianist and composer Duke Ellington entitled "It Don't Mean a Thing If It Ain't Got That Swing." Now you may remember that swing is a rhythm and it's also a feeling. And there's no better feeling than swinging with your friends. Now Duke Ellington loved to swing with his friends actually right here in Harlem, New York. And they were so cool and they were so swinging that we call this period of time the Harlem Renaissance. Now Renaissance just means a rebirth of art, a rebirth of literature, and of course, a rebirth of music. All good things if you ask me. So now we'd like to play a song by one of Duke Ellington's swinging friends, Mr. Fats Waller, and this one's entitled Ain't Misbehavin'. Go ahead, kick it off, Matisse.
No one to talk with, all by myself. No one to walk with, I'm just happy here on the shelf. Ain't misbehaving, I'm saving my love for you. And you, and you, and you. I know for certain, the one I love. I'm through with flirting, it's just you that I'm thinking of. Ain't misbehaving, I'm saving my love for you. Oh, like Jack Horner in the corner, don't go nowhere. What do I care? Your kisses are all the waiting for. Believe me, I don't stay out late, don't care to go. I'm home about it, it's just me and my radio. Ain't misbehaving, I'm saving my love for you. Come on, band, light it up. Believe me, I don't stay out late, don't care to go. I'm home about it, it's just me and my radio. Ain't misbehaving, I'm saving my love for you. Dear, ain't misbehaving, baby, I am saving my love for you. Oh yes, I really do.
Thanks, Brian.
Wow, yes, thank you. So amazing.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. All right. So we hope tonight's program has given you a sample of the power of music in our schools. Definitely. Through both current students and alumni.
And current circumstances have made gathering difficult. Yet, as we've already seen tonight, music still has a way of bringing us together. Thanks to generous donations from our community, Sycamore Music Boosters is able to continue supporting Sycamore students. Mm-hmm. If you'd like to be a part of supporting music in our schools, donations can be made by visiting anotetoremember.live and clicking the Donate to Music Boosters.
We now move into the final portion of our program tonight. There's no better way to start this next set than with our fabulous past Hall of Famer recipient, Ann Monska, featuring the Smelzer Quartet. Our famed Kishwaukee Symphony Orchestra is in the house.
I'm Caroline.
And I'm Vonnie. And we'll be singing Landslide by Stevie Nicks.
We'd like to thank the Music Boosters for the support of our Sycamore Music program.
I took my love and I took it down. I climbed a mountain and I turned around, and I saw my reflection in the snow-covered hills where the landslide brought me down. Oh, mirror in the sky, what is love? Can the spirit within my heart rise above? Can I sail through the changing ocean tides? Can I handle the seasons of my life? Oh, 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 oh. Well, I've been afraid of changing, 'cause I built my life around you. But time makes you bolder, and children get older, and I'm getting older too. Well, I've been afraid of changing, 'cause I built my life around you. But time makes you bolder, and children get older, and I'm getting older too. So I take this love and I take it down. If you climb a mountain and you turn around, and if you see my reflection in the snow-covered hills where the landslide brought me down, and if you see my reflection in the snow-covered hills, well, maybe the landslide will bring you down.
Wow, chills. Incredible.
Definitely.
Whew. Okay. That was so beautiful, so beautiful.
It was.
And Garth, we miss you here in the district. Please, let's give Garth and Kara a big congratulations on their beautiful baby.
Congrats.
Congratulations, Garth and Kara. Caroline, Vonnie, gorgeous singing. And what a beautiful accompaniment and tribute, Drayden. Absolutely stunning.
Yes.
Truly.
The program tonight has been brought to you in part by our Presto sponsors, Sycamore Meyer and Brad Manning Ford. On behalf of the Sycamore Music Boosters, we would like to express our sincere gratitude for their generous sponsorship donations for a note to remember. We really appreciate their support.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you so much. Now, Debbie, you don't know about this, but as chair of a Note to Remember, you're in for a bit of a surprise. Someone wanted to say a few words, so take a look.
Hey, Deb. Just wanted to say how much I enjoyed working with you on Note to Remember and the craft fair. I have so many good memories, and you are just an amazing person to be able to work full time, be the treasurer for the Music Boosters, and run Note to Remember. It's been so very much appreciated, and you are awesome. thanks for being a good friend, and we will meet this summer at Los Panchos to drink margaritas on their balcony. Bye. Love ya.
So sweet. Aww. Debbie, for the past several years, you've led A Note to Remember with grace, elegance, absolutely. I've always been in awe of you, and we could not have, I'm getting all choked up, sorry. We could not have done this without you. So it's just a small token of your beauty. You're more beautiful than these roses, but please, everyone, thank you, Debbie. Thank you for your guidance and your creativity.
Thanks,
and if you must step down, no, I understand. So many years. Thank you, Debbie.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes. All right. Thank you to all the music department staff for your continued support and dedication. All your hard work is greatly appreciated. Thank you. Thank you to the Sycamore Community School District 427 Communications Office and the Spartan TV production team. Thank you so much. We would not have been able to do this event without you. It just simply wouldn't have been possible. We wouldn't have been able to do it. Thank you for your time, your support, dedication to all students and staff.
Yes, thank you, thank you. Thank you to the Sycamore community for supporting us tonight and all the time. Stay tuned for our special social media and website for information on our amazing Give DeKalb County, which is our big, amazing Community Give Day, May 6th.
We now go once more to the Smelser Quartet as they play us off the air. On behalf of our producer, Hunter Thomas, and the entire crew, including Alyssa, David, Mason, and especially Ralph, as it's his birthday! Happy birthday! Thank you for tuning in. Good night.
Night. Good night.
don't mean a thing, all you got to do is swing. Do-ah, 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 do-ah. It don't mean a thing, all you got to do is swing. Do-ah, 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 do-ah. Well, it makes no difference if it's sweet or hot. Give that rhythm everything you got. Well, it don't mean a thing, all you got to do is swing. Do-ah, 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 do-ah.